Hi, I'm Andrei Romanov, and today I will be your guide through the dubstep phenomenon. Dubstep is a genre of electronic dance music that originated in southeast London.
Musically speaking, dubstep is a genre of music, and three things are consistent within this genre.
Welcome to the UKF tutorial on dubstep production. Typically a tempo of 140 beats per minute is selected.
The first thing is
we
that
begin with a simple kick
most
and snare
dubstep
pattern, like so.
is at 140 beats per minute.
Next,
The second thing being the presence of something known as a wobbly bass, and there's a really specific way how to manufacture that sound through
Add
programs.
some modulated bass lines, and be sure to make them heavy.
The third characteristic is the emphasis of the genre on the phenomenon known as the drop, which is when the build-up ends, and I think it's like when the bass melody kicks in and when the beat drops. It's musical catharsis.
The drop.
Its overall sound has been described as tightly coiled productions with very intense bass lines, overwhelming and reverberant drum patterns, clipped samples, and occasional vocals. So as the genre of music is maturing and improving, let's look to the newest generation entering the adult world to tell us what they think of dubstep.
I've heard some of the kids say the word at school. It's not like good music, but you like listening to it. It's dank. I wouldn't say it's legend.
Dubstep? It's fucking awesome. It's my joint! Yeah! Come on, hit some dubstep right here. I'm a guy who enjoys bass a lot, and to have a music style that totally appreciates bass and is built on it, it's something that I very much enjoy. At first I was like, wait, what is this stuff? And, you know, as I got to listening to it, I got to appreciate it more, and it's now something that I love, really, you know.
The teens of Richard Montgomery High School have a lot to say about the improvements of modern music.
I like the way it's going though. A lot more, you know, experimental stuff's coming out into the front. You know, it's finally going out. The music's becoming more and more authentic. I'm for definitely the return of authenticity to music. It's really, you know, musicians going out there doing what they want. There's a lot more freedom involved, and I think, you know, the popularity of dubstep is another, you know, it's a manifestation of this, where, you know, it's a genre that, you know, it has a following, it's a strong following, and it has, you know, dedicated fans and musicians who are making music, and people are out there listening to it, and it's, you know, it's a great sign of whether you like dubstep or not, it's a great sign of where it's going, where music is going.
Oh yeah, it's rising, it's growing in popularity. I'd love for it to grow, but I'd also really love for it to sort of stay grounded in its basics.
As you can see, dubstep for most people is more of an experience rather than music. I sat down with Andrei Romanov, a composer and a producer and a musician, who shared some of his views on the dubstep phenomenon.
Dubstep is a really interesting genre. It like complements techno, but it doesn't really complement anything else. So I don't really like it. You try to rock out to it, but it's too fucking heavy, you know? Modern music is too electric. It's too techno. It just makes a lot of musicians not as cool as they were before.
Dubstep originated back in 1999, but the genre of music was popularized in 2009.
And like beginning of this year, beginning of last year.
And since becoming mainstream, it has grown over the last 2 years to become a very popular genre of music. Not only in the world, but also in the school, Richard Montgomery High School, there are a lot of indie dubstep producers. I sat down with one of those producers and asked him a few questions about how he views dubstep.
I engineer dubstep. I make it for a hobby, and I make it because I want to make a career out of it. This is a MIDI keyboard. So he controls any synthesizer or anything I put on my programs which I run. Like,
Oh, nice.
everything now is becoming more electronic based. Like, even if you hear stuff on the radio now, I mean, some people say it's not a good thing. Mostly the underground supporters are saying, oh, people are going to make this kind of music too mainstream, but I mean, that's the beauty of it. Then you're going to expose more people to the music, and then more people will be like, wow, this is cool. I've never heard this before. It's actually kind of cool, because dubstep is one of those genres where it's hard to have a subgenre. I mean, there are some subgenres of dubstep, but there's not that many. Like, if you look at house music, there's like a whole crapload of subgenres in their house music, but dubstep is just like, people classify it into one thing, and then now it's just ever changing. The sound is like, if you listen to old dubstep, it's more breakbeat and just like heavy sub bass, but now it's just like people are experimenting with sound because the technology is improving, and they're just able to create this intense sound that's just undescribable.
What's your favorite part of dubstep?
I don't know. Most people say the drop.
If you look on YouTube on the dubstep videos, you will see that the video comments have filthy and dirty as descriptions of the music.
We all know the YouTube comments.
They're always like dirty. That's the word they use. Healthy.
What's interesting is that dirty and filthy are used to complement the music.
That drop was filthy.
It relates to filth because there's not enough energy in dubstep.
That's a dirty bass.
Dirty, whatever.
You know, went to a bass nectar concert. The bass, like, you'd hear people like tripped out, like that's some filthy bass or something like that.
Right now, I think it's because the frequencies are just so low that when people hear it on a good speaker system, it just like they vibrate your body, and you feel filthy after you hear it. And just the sound just so weird and intense, and just made out of any, like it's something you don't expect to be called music.
The whole thing's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, it makes sense. There's that cognitive connection, but I can't logically explain it. It might be the idea of like sort of a social taboo as to how powerful it is.
It's just good stuff, good, filthy, because it's all about the down, dirty bass. It's really nice.
The words filth and dirt aren't ones to describe real music. They are echoing the idea that dubstep is part of the counterculture of America. Therefore, it's unnatural, dirty, filthy, crazy, and all of these words. Yet it's also why people like it so much. The genre will grow, and the list of famous producers will only increase. As you can see, people's opinions on dubstep are relative to their character. Dubstep isn't for everyone, but the people that do enjoy dubstep are lucky enough to be witnessing the beginnings of the genre. Thank you. I hope you learn more on dubstep.